Hey, what's up guys? Shane Simmons here from the Legacy Golf Performance Center here in Phoenix, Arizona. And today I want to talk about the biggest death move that you can do in your golf swing, right? So what that is if you're someone that feels like your lower half is doing a lot of movement, you're kind of sliding and swaying off the golf ball, you're going to get a lot of bad byproducts of that, right? So this is something I see week to week, right? So I see a lot of people kind of getting their trail hip kind of sliding out over that right foot, and the right knee is kind of sliding and swaying out of that right foot. What happens is I see a lot of people start to reverse spine tilt because of that, right? So the lower half goes too far behind the golf ball, and the upper half gets too far ahead of it. And what you're going to do is you're not going to rotate very well doing that, right? If you get too ahead of that golf ball, you're going to get very steep, and you're going to try to catch up to it with your arms, right? And you're probably going to hit a lot of pulls, a lot of slices, and a lot of inconsistencies through the strike, right? So what I'd rather see you do is actually feel like that right hip actually stays a little bit more inside that trail foot there, and that right knee to feel like it stays a little bit more inside the trail foot as well. And you're going to feel like your upper body is going to kind of pivot into a position where your shoulders are over the inseam of that back foot there, right? And then from there, you know, your head might move an inch or two off the golf ball, that's okay, but you're not going to feel like you're going to do a lot of like swaying and sliding and tilting and all that stuff, right? So, and if you can effectively do this, if you can get the hips kind of moving out of the way, shoulders over the inseam of that back leg, you're going to get your arms in a much better position to actually shallow and work from the inside part of the golf ball, right? Especially with driver. If you're someone that kind of does that swaying reverse spine tilt move with driver, you're going to hit very down at the golf ball, and it's going to be very hard to get your attack angle up, right? So this should help out irons and driver. So if we do this correctly, right, it should look something like this. Doing that correctly, I actually feel like I really get into a good natural finish position, something that you'll see if you're someone that sways a lot, and if you have too much reverse spine tilt, you're going to finish on your backside a lot, right? So if you start seeing a lot of that, you start seeing a lot of inconsistencies through the strike, I want you to work on your turn, okay? All right guys, good luck.